I'm Ellie Drake, and you're watching BraveHeart Women TV. You're watching BraveHeart Women TV. I'm Ellie Drake, and this is your global collaboration show. Sometimes we look back and wonder, what if we had done something differently? Would our life be happier? Only if we had made another choice. But often asking what if leads us to regret. And what is regret? Is there a better way? Not only that, today we're going to talk about how regret and living a what if life is going to get in the way of us as women collaborating globally. Our panelists are Dee Wallace, international actress, healer, and author with 2 global radio shows. Dr. Pamela Zimmer, BraveHeart Women expert who teaches us how to reverse conditioned beliefs and raise soul esteem. Jackie Lappin, best-selling author with 2 books on conscious creation and creator of Life Wisdom Network. Allie Brown from ABC's Secret Millionaire, as well as one of Forbes' Women to Watch. Welcome, ladies. Great to have all of you here.
It's a pleasure
and
to be here.
yes, such wonderful, accomplished, on-purpose women we have here on the Global Collaboration Show. Let's start with you, Dee.
Okay.
Yes. So why is it that us as women living a what-if life could get in the way of the whole female gender, its evolving consciousness, and how we can contribute to the world?
I think it's pointless. I think it's a pointless exercise to say what if, because it keeps you in your old story, looking back, dragging all of your stuff with you, instead of going, okay, whatever I did, whomever I was, that's the truth of what that moment was. What do I want now? What's my purpose now? Where am I going now? And how can I contribute to the collective whole now? If we are not our powerful individual bright lights, you know, then we don't put that back into the collective whole, and it affects globally all of us.
Wow. And I love what you said, is that if we are living a what-if life, we are not contributing to the global whole.
Yes.
How do you feel about that, Jackie?
Well, if you're living a what-if life, then you're not living your conscious creation life that you choose for yourself. You're basically living, waiting for things to happen for you. If you are unconsciously allowing things to happen, then things are going to come at you that you don't want in your life. If you consciously choose what your life, it should be by focusing on the future and where you want to head, then you are going to make progress toward what your purpose is.
And that's a good what if. I think there's so many different ways to think about what if, right? Because I think we're starting off talking about, well, the regret what if. I mean, how many, we're all very successful women. How many of us have made a big mistake at some point in their life?
Me.
Thank you. Okay. Hey, you. Yeah, I saw that. No, she's made them, I guarantee it. Okay. But there's this shift.
What if I didn't?
There's that shift to the what if of possibility.
Yes.
And that's the place you need to live in. But yeah, there's no sense in regret. Absolutely.
And I love what you said, because there is what if ... regret, and then what if ... possibility. And if there is any what if, then we need to really stay in that realm of possibility. So as a whole, within the female consciousness, what we're saying is, if you're living a what if life, so let's, Dee, you teach women how to transform their inner state of being.
Yes.
Okay. And Jackie, you're a healer. You teach women how to come from that space. And Allie, you are in business, teaching women how to not live a what-if life in business. So what are we doing? I mean, bottom line, when we live a what-if life, how are we getting in the way of the world changing?
Well, I think that one of the things is that the earth is a bank. It's just like a bank that you put your money in, but it's a bank that you put your energy in. So if you're putting your negative energy into the world, you're contributing to war and hunger and those kinds of things in the world that we really don't want.
We have to unconditionally choose to love ourselves and know our magnificence again, and we are not taught to do that.
And women, you feel, all of you ladies feel like if the world is to change, we as women have to balance masculine, feminine energies by expressing our own light and magnificence. Meaning, on some level, is it up to women to help change the world?
Oh, we have no choice.
Absolutely.
I mean, look at what's happened. I mean, look, the whole shift we're feeling now, and you all probably explain it better than I can, but you know, the whole shift now planetarily, energetically, all this amazing stuff happening, it's because the balance needs to be made, that the feminine needs to balance the masculine.
Yes, but everybody has masculine and feminine.
Right.
True.
Men and women equally.
Right.
We've just so subjugated, I think, the masculine part.
Oh,
Yes.
women have turned into men for the most part, especially when they entered the workforce of the last few decades. But,
well, those of us in the workforce, but most of the women in the world are not.
I have not heard that before. So I agree with what Allie's saying. And she's saying in the workforce, in the Western world, we have tapped into our masculine energy too much.
We went too far.
You're saying that in many parts of the world that are not in the Western world, where women have not had choices, they need to tap into more of their masculine energy. I have not heard that before.
And they've been subjugated totally not to be able to do that.
So feminine is power as well as masculine, energetically speaking.
Well, there has to be that beautiful blend.
Yeah.
You know, one of the reasons that the world will heal is because everybody has that blend, not just men, not just women, and we have the right balance of it.
I mean, Mother Teresa was powerful.
Yes.
But she was soft and intuitive and loving.
So she had a balance of masculine energy inside of her, and
Gandhi,
masculine and feminine.
she was strong, though.
Yeah.
Power.
Yeah.
He was powerful, and yet he had a very feminine softness, Gandhi. You know? And those are my two examples that come up for me about a real balance.
So here's a quote from the Dalai Lama, and we can talk about this for a few seconds. And he says, if the world is to change, it's up to the Western woman.
Yes.
So from your perspective, why does he say the Western woman?
Because we can exercise our power. We've been given that right to. We've been given the voice to.
And the women here so take it for granted what we have. I mean, especially when you compare to women around the world. And more women here need to stop complaining about things and step into action because they can help.
So what if we as women lived a life that was what if? What would happen to the world?
Ecological deterioration in the world.
Yes.
And anger.
Anger.
Build
And
up
in
of
business,
anger.
what would you see, Allie?
I think we'd see what we saw with the last recession, actually. Again, you know, there are a lot of theories, you know, looking at what would have happened if more women were in control in business. They don't think that whole recession would have exploded the way it did. So it would shift things profoundly.
And what would, Pamela, happen to the consciousness of humanity if we lived what if lives of regret?
I'm seeing it as if women don't step up and take responsibility, then everything we've been seeing will just become worse and worse and worse. It's almost like there's a void of divine feminine energy on the planet, and that does have to show up here fully before any balance could be achieved.
Okay, well then, but that begs the question, how do these women in the countries that aren't allowed to do that, then those of us who have a voice in countries that can't speak up have got to start speaking up for those women and their rights and coming forward to help them because otherwise they can't right now.
You're right. I came from that part of the world, Dee, and I can tell you, you are absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Now, what if we lived lives of possibilities? What would happen to the planet?
The planet would be able to evolve into its true nature. And its true nature? What?
Sorry. I just had a moment.
Oh,
no,
yes.
I was thinking we'd have better sex. Sorry.
Why do you feel we'd have better sex?
Well, we bring our defined feminine, right?
Into
our sexual lives, right?
Oh, that's for sure.
Yes,
For sure.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yes.
People would be living a life that they were intended to help themselves and help others, and you would see a greater oneness.
Oneness. Beautiful.
If the positive what if is balanced also with action,
Yes.
which I think is the issue. A lot of women are great thinkers and we think happy thoughts, but we don't take action and take a chance and take risk, which is really what the core of this all is about, women taking risk.
Yes.
That can make immense changes.
Power.
I think in our lifetime we could see a huge shift.
Yes. Wonderful. Very good. Beautiful show. Thank you so much, everyone. Wow. I'm having a soulgasm. Our next global collaboration show will be about secrets to happiness and what that really means to the planet. Remember, we enjoy hearing from you, so don't forget to share your questions and comments in the BraveHeart Women TV discussion boards. In the meantime, be sure to go to braveheartwomencore.com and find out what the Core Inner Circle is all about. You can also access Dee's exclusive video, How to Reclaim Your Own Inner Light, in your Core member section. On behalf of our panelists, Dee, Dr. Pamela, Jackie, Allie, and myself, Ellie, thank you for watching BraveHeart Women TV, and remember, be inspiration in action.